A question that I'm often asked by my clients in parenting matters is, if I make a court application, Jacob, how quickly might I see my children, or how quickly might my care arrangement be changed by order of the court? Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm one of our senior associates here at Genuine Legal. And so this video, I'll explain some of the court's case management pathway for parenting matters to assist you and provide some further insight as to the timeline and likely steps in your matter if you were to make such an application with the court. Firstly, if you're looking for an interim change to your parenting arrangement, it's important that when you make your initiating application with the Federal Circuit and Family Court of Australia, that you seek interim orders outlining what you would like that change to be. Another word for those orders are interlocutory orders. You'll see that on the initiating application document as you're preparing it, or if you're getting assistance, you'll be guided through it by your lawyer. Once you do make an application, the court needs to consider whether or not there is urgency to your case. It's common to feel that there might be urgent circumstances to your matter. As you can appreciate, many parents feel the same way. And so the court has to make a very difficult decision at times as to whether to list matters urgently or not. I think it's important that if you consider your circumstances might be urgent, that you seek out the advice of a family lawyer before proceeding further. It's important that parents who may have urgent circumstances to their matter don't delay in making a court application, and receiving legal advice in a timely manner is really important to ensuring the best outcome can be afforded through the court application process for your matter. If your matter is not afforded urgency, it will most likely be the case that you will be waiting around 4 or so weeks from when your application is initially filed for your first hearing. That first hearing is most likely to be a directions hearing before a judicial registrar of the Federal Circuit and Family Court. The reason that parties are required to wait around that time is because we need to ensure that the other party to your parenting matter is served so that they can prepare their response materials, receive legal advice, and appear in court as well on the given day. At that first hearing, the court is primarily considering the question of what things need to happen between now and a further hearing so that a judge or a senior registrar can consider those interim orders that I spoke to you about earlier. Have all of the materials been filed in your case? Is there evidence that the court ought to assist the parties to obtain, such as a child impact report or a family report? See my other video about child impact reports to learn more about those. Is there further testing that parties ought to undertake to deal with risks of drugs or alcohol that could enable the court to understand the relevant risk level at a future hearing? All of these questions are answered, and a timeline is set for when your interim hearing should take place once those procedural steps have been attended to. It's not uncommon for parties to be waiting around 2 to 3 months before an interim hearing is ready to proceed in their matter. When that interim hearing approaches, parties are asked to consider the relevant law that applies to their matter and to file a case outline with relevant authorities and an outline of the essential facts, having regard to the additional material that may have been obtained since the first hearing or the directions hearing in your matter, to explain why the interim orders that you are seeking are in the best interests of your children. At an interim hearing, you'll likely be before a senior judicial registrar or a judge of the Federal Circuit and Family Court of Australia. They'll be empowered to make decisions in respect of the interim orders that you are seeking, whether or not your former partner is agreeing to those matters. And that essentially are the steps, the timeline for when you make an application for interim arrangements for your children before they can be decided if your former partner will not agree them. And again, that component of agreement is essential. It's very important that we note that. Every opportunity should be looked at ahead of an interim defended hearing for parties to come together in light of new evidence, information, or advice from your lawyers to try to settle those matters on an interim basis to achieve results that will benefit your children sooner, and of course avoid the cost that can come with an interim defended hearing. For more advice about interim defended hearings and of course a timely and cost-effective quote, we'd be most happy to assist you here at Genuine Legal. So please don't hesitate to book a consultation.